With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Oakland. This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go. 60 or.
On 1st and 10, Herbert looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now he's flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert, throw left side, complete. It's Lamb. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. Second and 10 now from the 27. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. 2nd and 1. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, You absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They'll set up to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense, but the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
At the 4-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Herbert. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. They'll try and throw for it here. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the counter, Gurley. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on 3rd down. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
27 yards, a big play there on 4th. Back to throw. Herbert. And this is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Look at this, a tight end carry. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of the first quarter. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on fourth down tries. They're trying again. Looking to throw. Herbert into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
55, Mike.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw again. Herbert. It's Hill, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They complete it to Hill. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They're going to try and throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This will be caught inside the 10. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Harold Landry showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they... And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 20, 10, 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get... Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Back to throw here. That's complete to Bo Jackson. And he's taken down inside the 30. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Here's second and 8. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
60 Pittsburgh. Hey, exit.
Off play action. Herbert. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Back to throw. Herbert. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On first down, Herbert. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Looking to throw. Herbert looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back to throw. Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Rod Woodson with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to... Accelerating, and off he goes. The 40. Past the 20. 10. 5. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans 10. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We saw this franchise do this back in the '09 Super Bowl. The Saints will start the second half with an onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. And where have we seen this before from Sean Payton?
That's ambush. We've seen that. What was it, Super Bowl 44?
44.
Right? New Orleans against the Indianapolis Colts. Right after the half, they get it done. I'm so sorry to jump in. I just violated partner and booth etiquette 101.
All right. If you come in with an ambush and you come in strong like that, I feel like it's justified.
My apologies, but boy, what a play.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Carlson on for the PAT. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
There we go.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And now
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Marshawn Lynch. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
2nd and 9 now. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Night Train Lane. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Hey, box truck.
Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Lamb. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And an alley to run. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. 30 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Got a man, it's Randy Moss, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man open, it's Darren Waller. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 14. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Here's a second and 7. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he's brought down. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. They'll run with Lynch. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch taking it in as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken very short.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way, because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Back to throw now on second and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Out of the gun now on third down. On the move, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sacked by the relentless Howie Long.
Hey.
They'll try and throw for it here. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. These two teams all tied after 1.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Wide. Get wide.
On second down, Lynch. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
You got three.
On 2nd down, it's Lynch. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And they will be backed up deep as they'll have to start the drive from the 6-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Under crush. 30 Bravo.
They'll set up a throw. And he comes back with one complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. They'll buy some time right. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. On 1st down, Barkley. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down now, Barkley. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A.J. Green, 43 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Check 43. Check it backer, check it backer.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Steps away to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
A good pickup there, 22.
Switch out.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lamb. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Back to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Willis. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield.
You're trailing the ball. You can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Hey, Wood.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Go.
They'll look to throw. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Lamb. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As the Ravens push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38.